ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple.
They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And they'll run again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the... Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Sharp looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Off play action. Clemens. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Clemens. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready up. Ready.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up. Ready.
He's going to keep this again. And you can sense the frustration now as they're going to drop him again behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Clemens. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 97 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage,
They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Portland,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
so that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.